back for our boys' third place competition between the Morrill Lions and the Mitchell Tigers. Happy to have you along as the starters being announced here at Cougar Palace. These teams battling for third place in the Western Trails Conference Tournament. Let's meet the starters for the Morrill Lions. Weiler Fisher, a senior, leads things off in a senior-heavy lineup. Ryder Green, Osiris Sacedo, two more seniors. TJ Monroe, the lone sophomore, and Ashwin Pittman rounds out the starting five of the usual suspects for the Morrill Lions. For the Mitchell Tigers, same suspects as yesterday. Michael Placencio, the sophomore. Clayton Thomas, the sophomore. Craig Cheney, the sophomore. And then Xavier Galloway and Wayman Banks, the two juniors at the bottom of this lineup. Rounding out the starting five for the Mitchell Tigers. Starters being announced. Happy to have you along on KNEB TV for this third place competition in the Western Trails Conference Tournament. These two teams met up earlier this season in a contest that Mitchell won, largely in part due to the Morrill Lions going the first 11 minutes of the contest without scoring. Much closer contest down the stretch if you throw away that first quarter and almost a half. These two teams no stranger to one another. Just a couple of miles separating the two towns, battling it out here for third place in the Western Trails Conference Tournament. Final starter announced for the Mitchell Tigers is Wayman Banks, and we're ready for basketball here at Cougar Palace. In the back half of the day, this is number 4 of 6. Following this, it's our first championship matchup of the day between the Kimball Longhorns and the Bridgeport Bulldogs. Morrill Lions wearing their road blue uniforms, yellow numerals outlined in white, will work from right to left. Mitchell Tigers will work from left to right wearing the white uniforms, black numerals outlined in orange. Xavier Galloway and Ashwin Pittman will do the duties from mid-court to begin this contest. Tip-off is going to be won by the Tigers. Banks corrals in the backcourt, and Placencio brings it into the front court for the Tigers to begin the first possession of the day. Placencio barks out instructions, points with the left. Right side pass, Creed Cheney. Cheney picks up his dribble. Now he'll fire off a three, and it will rattle off the iron. Wayman Banks down low, gets the first rebound of the contest. Kick out to Thomas. Now in the corner, Placencio. Back to the top, Thomas. Thomas dribbles towards the corner. Kick back to Placencio. Now wide open, down low, Thomas under the basket, can't convert. Cheney in midair puts it back. Craig Cheney opens up scoring. 2-0, Mitchell on top of the Morrill Lions. Ryder Green near side to begin the first possession for the Mitchell Tigers. Weiler Fisher now. Fisher pull up from the left wing, can't knock it down, leaves it short. Craig Cheney on the long rebound. Left side, Thomas will squeeze off a three of his own from the left wing. That one rolls over the iron. Placencio trying to bat it back into play. Ryder Green chasing it down, see who will win off of. It'll stay with the Mitchell Tigers on their side of the floor. Xavier Galloway will trigger it in. His teammate stacked in front of him. Surveys the floor. Galloway to the top, resetting things with Placencio. He'll dribble down to the right wing. Now to the free throw line. He'll lose it. TJ Monroe scoops it up and feeds to Weiler Fisher. Fisher back across the floor to Ashwin Pittman. 2-0, Mitchell leads it left side. Weiler Fisher to the middle of the lane, kick out to Monroe. Monroe, short corner jumper, can't knock it down, hits the side of the iron. Wayman Banks rips it out of the sky from the right block for the Tigers. Thomas on the right wing, dribbling now to the middle of the lane. Ball skidding around. Who's going to go off of? They're going to say it stays with Mitchell underneath their hoop. Galloway once again hoop to his left. Galloway's got to get it in soon. Goes over the top to Thomas. Clayton Thomas has it. He'll bark out instructions between the rings. Right side pass, Placencio, almost batted away by Ryder Green. And now Ryder Green playing defense on Placencio. Placencio passes up top, Galloway. Left side, Clayton Thomas. Cross-court pass, Placencio from the right wing. Kicks into the corner, Creed Cheney. Cheney, Monroe in his face. Placencio down low, feeds to Banks on the block. And now charge going the other way is Weiler Fisher. Knocked down by Wayman Banks. Banks picks up the first foul of the contest.
Charge going on Mitchell's number 42. Wayman Banks, that's his first. He's first. Morrill's ball.
Ashwin Pittman will trigger it in. Now a stoppage of play so TJ Monroe can tie his shoe. He's good. And we're back to playing basketball. Ashwin Pittman to trigger it in from the Mitchell baseline. Pittman back in his mitts. Cross-court pass to Ryder Green. Two defenders waiting for him. Up the floor, Fisher has it across the timeline. In the corner, Sacedo, catch and release three on the way. Can't knock it down, leaves it to the left of the iron from his perspective. Ball goes out of play, last touch by Mitchell. Morrill keeps it. Fisher inbounds it to Pittman. Pittman, Ryder Green. Green, right side pass. Fisher in the corner, dishes to Pittman. Pittman over the top, can't get it to drop. Creed Cheney rips down the rebound on the left side. Up the floor, over the shoulder grab by Thomas. Nice catch. Galloway on the left wing, back to the top, resetting with Cheney right side. Placencio left all alone, fires a three, can't knock it down, rolls over the iron. And Sacedo going to come down with the rebound. Fisher up the floor to Pittman. Cheney waiting for him. Back to the middle of the floor with Fisher. Right side, Ryder Green. Green down inside, now going to be called for a travel, turning it over for the Morrill Lions. And head coach Terry Lofink wants a timeout, and he'll get it. We'll step aside. We're back after this on KNEB TV.
Trails Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is brought to you by Reds, Western Insurance, Dustin White Irrigation, and by B&C Steel.
Back with you after the Terry Lofink timeout. Mitchell leading it 2-0 over the Morrill Lions in this WTC third place game. Mitchell has possession. Creed Cheney in front of the Tiger bench will trigger it into Michael Placencio. Placencio into the front court as he crosses the Cougar. Left side Cheney. Left side Galloway. Galloway surveys, bounce pass to the right, Banks. Banks beyond the arc, hasn't used his dribble. Now feed into the corner, Placencio, Ryder Green in his face. To the top, Cheney. Cheney, defenders collapse on him. He drives the right side, his jumper pops out of the iron. TJ Monroe with nice inside positioning, gets the rebound on the right block. Near side, Weiler Fisher into the corner. Ryder Green steps inside the arc, flips back to Fisher. Fisher to the top, Pittman. Pittman left side, Green. Green takes one dribble, feeds across the floor, Pittman. Pittman to the free throw line. He'll pop off a jumper from there, won't go. Rebounded by Creed Cheney on the left side. Placencio surveys, waiting for his team to get set. Bounce pass down low. Wayman Banks got leverage, trying to go right up to the hoop. He will with the left hand. It won't go. Gets his own rebound from the right side. He'll lay it in. Wayman Banks' first two of the contest, 4-0. Mitchell on top. Green almost zip dishes back to Pittman as he'll come across the timeline. Left side, Weiler Fisher into the corner. TJ Monroe over the top. Pittman, and the ball's going to be thrown into the Mitchell bench, and Ryder Green will jump into the bleachers. No question about the hustle of Ryder Green as he flies into those stands. Norman Coley into the contest replaces Wayman Banks. Placencio into the front court to begin this possession for the Tigers. Placencio kicks to Galloway. Galloway to the top, Coley. Coley right side, Placencio. Placencio surveys, dishes to a cutting Galloway. Galloway lays it in for two on the right side.
Xavier Galloway for two.
6-0. Mitchell on top of the Morrill Lions. Pittman down the right side. From the right side, he'll lay it in. And he's coming to the line for an extra. First points of the contest, ends the scoreless streak in the first quarter for the Morrill Lions. It's 6-2, chance to make it 6-3 for Ashwin Pittman. That'll be Xavier Galloway picking up the first foul on the Mitchell side of the floor. Check out the second foul with the Mitchell Tigers in this quarter. Now check that first foul. Creed Cheney out of the contest, replaced by Landon Beck. Pittman fires his extra. He knocks it down. It's 6-3 in favor of Mitchell as they return to offense with Placencio. Right side, Clayton Thomas back in the corner. Back to the top, Placencio on a low pass into Banks at that free throw line. Banks down the right side, looking for an outlet, gets it to Placencio. Placencio, free throw line, step back jumper, knocks it down. Michael Placencio, part of that young sophomore class that Coach Marty Gillen speaks so highly about. One of the most athletic teams he's ever had, he described it. And now stoppage because the shot clock did not reset. And another day where the scoreboard gets shut off. So we lose our scoreboard momentarily, as does everybody else in the arena. And they will clear the floor as the scoreboard issues persist here at Cougar Palace through day 2. We'll step aside. We're back after this on KNEB TV.
Western Trails Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is brought to you by WNCC, Brindle's Restaurant, Travis Hawk Shelter Insurance, Bunkhouse Trailer Sales, and by Aloe.
Hospital. It's the home to exceptional patient care. This is where specialty clinics meet your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. This is us. Box Butte General Hospital. Great things are happening here.
Shane Harmon back with you for this Western Trails Conference Tournament. Third place contest between the Mitchell Tigers and the Morrill Lions. Scoreboard has been reset. We're back to normal here at Cougar Palace. They'll reset the play. Ashwin Pittman will trigger it in on the baseline of Mitchell. Pittman up the floor, ball poked away. Green back on it. Fisher now has it. Flip back to Pittman into the corner. Sacedo back to Pittman. Pittman catch and release 3 on the way. Can't knock it down. Scuffs the front of the iron. Morrill not doing a great job crashing the boards currently. Left side, Placencio. Landon Beck. Back to Placencio. To the top, Galloway. Galloway back to Placencio. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Down low, Wayman Banks. Back to the top, Galloway. Straightaway 3, won't take it. Placencio will take it from beyond the college arc. Nothing but nylon, Michael Placencio. 5 in the first quarter for Placencio, makes it 11-3 in favor of the Tigers. Fisher, far side, gets it to Monroe in the corner. Monroe back to Fisher after it was almost taken away by Thomas in the corner. Pittman takes a dribble to his left, trying to feed down low to Fisher. Fisher snags with one hand. Back to the top, they'll take it to Pittman, poked away by Clayton Thomas. Clayton Thomas one-on-one with Ashwin Pittman. Pittman blocks it away cleanly. Ball goes out of play, last touch by Placencio. Morrill gets it back.
Out of bounds of the Morrill ball.
Cross-court pass, Green from Fisher. Has to get it across the timeline. He does cleanly. Placencio playing defense. Fisher right wing. Dribbles down towards the corner to the baseline. He'll have to fling it into the corner. Sacedo on the opposite side. Back to Monroe. Batted out of play. Last touch by the Tigers. Morrill maintains possession near sideline. Aiden Hain replaces Clayton Thomas. For Mitchell, Ryder Green to trigger it in near side, gets it to Sacedo. Sacedo back to Green. Green, jumper from just inside the arc, knocks it down. Ryder Green, first 2 of the contest, makes it 11-5 in favor of Morrill. Placencio to Hain on the left. Hain back to Beck. Beck, mid-range jumper from the right elbow, rattles through. 13-5, 8-point advantage for Mitchell. Up the floor, Pittman at midcourt. Now Fisher. Fisher back across the court to Green. Green on the right elbow, almost loses it, able to track it down. Near side, Fisher. Fisher back to Green. Green to the right corner. Instead, dishes to Pittman on the right elbow. His fadeaway jumper rattles out of the iron. Sacedo underneath gets the nice O board for the Lions, sneaking in the back door. Sacedo in the corner, catch and release 3. It's a knuckler, can't knock it down. TJ Monroe with another nice O board for the Lions, blocked away, but the Lions maintain possession. Jordan McCarty into the contest, replaces Xavier Galloway, and Weiler Fisher triggers it in from underneath the hoop.
Into the game for Mitchell's number 2, Jordan McCarty.
Fisher to the top with Green. Ryder Green spins away to the free throw line, bounce pass into the stands as he was looking for the combination of Pittman or Fisher on the right side, but it just splits the difference. McCarty feeds low to Hain. Hain back to McCarty. McCarty on the left block, kicks out to Placencio on the left wing. Down low, McCarty got inside leverage. Can't lay it in from the left side. Fisher gets it on a bounce for the Lions. Pittman to Fisher across the timeline. Back to Pittman to set up the play. 9 seconds on the clock. Ryder Green back to Pittman. Pittman. 5 seconds left. Saucedo in the corner, back to Green. Green, catch and release, lefty three, too strong. Monroe has it on the right side, can't knock it down. Banks comes away with the rebound, but it doesn't matter as we head into the second quarter with the Mitchell Tigers leading at 13-5 over the Morrill Lions in this WTC third place game.
Trails Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is brought to you by Legacy Co-op, Western Nebraska Regional Airport, Midwest Auto Used Parts, and by Team Auto Center.
Operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Trane Harmon back with you, just about set for the second quarter of action here from Cougar Palace. It'll be the Morrill Lions with the ball out of the quarter break as we begin the second. Morrill back out on the floor with their starters, Saucedo, Green, Pittman, Fisher, and Monroe. Placencio, Beck, McCarty, Banks, and Hain out there for the Tigers to begin the second quarter. Fisher back to Green. Green flips to Fisher. Fisher, jumper from inside the arc, falls through after scuffing the side of the iron. Weiler Fisher's first two of the contest makes it 13-7. Within 6 are the Lions. Left side, McCarty into the corner, Hain. Back to Placencio. Now Beck. Beck to the free throw line, picks up a dribble left side, Placencio. Placencio cross court pass to Hain in the corner. Hain drives the baseline. He's going to get tied up. It'll be a jump ball. Staying with the Mitchell Tigers, Creed Cheney will check back into the contest. It'll take place of Landon Beck. Hain to the top. He has it on the right wing. Hain, jumper from the right elbow, knocks it down, rattles the iron and falls through. Aiden Hain's first two. 15-7, 8-point advantage for Mitchell. Green, cross-court pass to Pittman, working nicely in transition. Pittman, middle of the lane, leaves it short off the front of the iron. Banks rips down the rebound. 15-7. Placencio pumps the brakes. Back to Placencio. Left side, into the corner, Cheney. Cheney cross-court skip pass to Hain. Hain to Placencio. Mitchell using all the shot clock nearly on every possession, it feels. Hain cross-court to Cheney. Almost has it batted away by Monroe. Back to the top, Placencio. 5 seconds left. Now Banks at the left elbow. Steps inside the lane. His fadeaway jumper won't fall. Rebounded by Saucedo. Pittman. Left side, Green. Ryder Green from the left side. Can't lay it in. Saucedo comes flying in. Can't pull down the rebound. McCarty pushes up the floor to Hain. Hain, right side. On the right, kicks back to McCarty on the left. It's going to be a foul on Weiler Fisher. And Jordan McCarty is going to come to the line for his first of the contest.
Foul number 23, Ashwood Pittman of the Lions. That's his first. Jordan McCarty to the line for Mitchell.
McCarty, the sophomore, toes the line for the Tigers. First appearance at the line in this contest. First one won't go.
Into the game for Morrill, number 13,
Jackson Adkins will check into the contest for Morrill. Aiden Hayne to the bench. Norman Coley into the contest for Mitchell.
Norman Coley.
Clayton Thomas back out there for Mitchell as well. McCarty back to the line for his second, trying to convert one of these two. Second on the way. It won't go. Spit out of the iron. Coley going to pull away the rebound and lay it back up for an easy two. Norman Coley's first two right after checking in. The ball found it. 17-7, double-digit advantage for the Tigers. Fisher right side, middle of the lane, can't get it to go. Cheney, check that. That is Cheney pulling down the rebound. Now Sacedo on top of it, flying around the floor, getting rebounds for the Tigers. And now it's going to be a jump ball, going to stay with the Mitchell Tigers. (17-7). Check that'll stay with Morrill. Ryder Green will trigger it in, slaps the side of the leather. To the top, Ashwin Pittman has it. Looks down low, Green. Bounce pass out to Sacedo. Sacedo back to Green. Green to Pittman. Pittman has a wide open look at three. Can't knock it down off the back of the cup. And ball going to be batted away into the hands of Creed Cheney. 17-7, Cheney to Placencio. Coley digging in down low against Pittman. Placencio will fire and bury a three from the right wing. Placencio up to 8, 20-7 the score. Fisher in the backcourt pushes up the floor to Pittman. Pittman to the left wing. Almost lost it. Back to Green to reset. Green right side, Fisher. Fisher drives down into the corner. Now from the baseline, he'll take a jumper. It won't go. Cheney comes away with the rebound. Cheney down the right side, only Green in front of him, and he's going to lay it in from the right side. And now a timeout on the floor, called by Morrill head coach Terry Lofink. We step aside. We're back after this.
Western Trails Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is brought to you by Morrill County Community Hospital, A. Elliott Law, Papa Murphy's, and by Wesco.
Have a building that will last for generations. With more than 110 years of experience and thousands of satisfied customers, Morton Buildings is the industry leader you can trust. If you're planning for a garage, farm shop, horse barn, storage building for your RV, boat, or collectibles, there's no better time to buy. Contact your local Morton sales office or visit mortonbuildings.com to get started today.
Trey Harmon back with you after the head coach Terry Lofink timeout. Still talking to his players on the bench. Mitchell Tigers back out on the floor with Clayton Thomas, Landon Beck, Xavier Galloway, Norman Coley, and Creed Cheney on the floor. For Morrill, it's Weiler Fisher, Osiris Sacedo, Ryder Green, Ashwood Pittman, and Jackson Adkins. Morrill has it out of the timeout. They'll bring it up the floor with Weiler Fisher. Right side pass, Ryder Green. Pumps the brakes. Back to Fisher. Terry Lofink wants him to whip this ball around, and it's going to be a turnover. Landon Beck got his hand on it. Back in transition, kicks out to Cheney. Cheney brings it up to the right wing, back to the top, Galloway. Galloway back to Cheney. Cheney left alone. Trying to drive the baseline from the right. Kicks back. It's going to be a turnover for the Mitchell Tigers. Back to the Morrill Lions as TJ Monroe checks in and takes the place of Jackson Adkins.
Into the game for the Lions, number 11, TJ Monroe.
22-7, 15-point advantage for the Mitchell Tigers as Weiler Fisher into the front court. Ryder Green has it. Back to the top. Fisher. Fisher into the corner. Monroe back to Fisher. Left side, Green down the left side, floats it up. It won't go off the back of the cup. Galloway rips down the rebound between two Morrill defenders. Galloway bounce pass to Beck. Beck. Nearly a carry. Bounce pass down to Thomas. Back to Cheney. Cheney back. Almost loses it. Thomas has it in his mitts. And a shot clock violation. As it seemed like a very rapid shot clock. Seems like the shot clock never reset. That was a very quick 35 seconds.
Shot clock violation. Lions ball.
So Morrill has it back. They're not complaining. 22-7 their lead. or they're trailing by 15. Right side, Ryder Green into the corner. Morrill looking for Pittman, back to the top. Green, now Pittman is the intended target, but it's a takeaway for Mitchell as they're back to offense on the Morrill turnover. Creed Cheney near side. Takes a couple of dribbles down towards the corner. Surveys, cross-court pass to Clayton Thomas. Back to the top, Landon Beck. Beck, right side, Cheney. Cheney surveys into the corner. Beck surveys. Beck cross-court pass, Galloway at the top of the arc. And now a timeout by Mitchell head coach Marty Gillen. We take it with him. We're back after this on KNEB TV.
Western Trails Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is brought to you by Reds, Lessard Insurance, Dustin White Irrigation, and by B&C Steel.
Back with you after the quick 30-second timeout by Mitchell head coach Marty Gillen. It's the first used timeout of the contest. And the Lions back on the floor with Saucedo, Fisher, Green, Morrill, and Pittman. Galloway, Thomas, Banks, Placencio, and Cheney out there for the Tigers. And they'll have it out of their head coach's timeout. Galloway will trigger it in from the near side. He surveys and feeds Placencio. Right side, Galloway back in his hands. Inside Banks. Banks kick back to the top. Placencio flings a desperation three. Shot clock violation against the Mitchell Tigers. Back-to-back possessions. Morrill back to offense. 22-7. They trail in the second. Been a quiet second quarter for the Lions. Only one field goal. Saucedo, three from the corner. Can't knock it down. Galloway has it with one hand on the right side of the lane. Placencio pumps the brakes. It's a screen from Banks. Passes left, batted back into his face on the intended target pass for Galloway. Cheney in the corner. Placencio, left wing. Right side, Thomas into Galloway's hands. Cross court to Placencio. Placencio inside the arc. He'll squeeze off a jumper, won't go. But Ryder Green going to pick up the foul, and Placencio's coming to the line. Ryder Green's first of the contest, second of for the Morrill Lions in the quarter.
Fouls on number 1 for Morrill. Ryder Green, that's his first. Michael Placencio at the line for Mitchell.
Placencio fires his first off the back of the cup, spin out to the left. Michael second on the way, knocks it through the nylon. It's his fourth point of the second. 23-7, 15, make it a 16-point advantage for Mitchell as they retreat to defense. Weiler Fisher, right side, pumps the brakes. Check that. Green to Fisher, back to Green. Green in the corner to Morrill. Morrill cross-court pass on a skip to Fisher in the corner. Saucedo back to Fisher. Fisher three on the way, knocks it down as it swirls the cylinder. Weiler Fisher 5 in the second, all the points for the Lions at this mark in the quarter. Cheney on the right wing. Directs traffic looking for a screen from Banks. He shakes it off. Placencio back to Cheney on the right wing. Cheney down to the corner. Galloway on the right elbow will pop off a shot. Leaves it short. Rebounded by Ashwin Pittman as he pulls it into his chest in the middle of the lane. Up the floor, Weiler Fisher. Fisher on the right wing. Brings it back to the middle on a jump pass to Green. Green on the left wing. Back to Fisher. Fisher drives down the right side now. Going to pop one off. It's going to fall through the iron after going off the back of the glass. Weiler Fisher, all the points for the Lions in the second. He's up to 7 in the quarter. 23-12. In the corner, Placencio. Placencio inside to Banks. Banks, now a jump ball going to be called as Weiler Fisher doing it all for the Morrill Lions right now. Stays with the Tigers. Aiden Hain will check into the contest for Mitchell. He's replacing Clayton Thomas. Xavier Galloway from the baseline surveys. Gets it to Wayman Banks on the right wing, brings it to the free throw line, kicks out to Placencio, his three on the way, rattles it off the iron, rebounded by Fisher on the right side of the lane. As he continues to play well in the second quarter for the Lions, their bright spot currently. Pittman into the corner. Green's three on the way. Can't knock it down. Rolls over the iron into the hands of Aiden Hain on the opposite block. Hain kicks right. Cheney brings it straight before Placencio has it left. 50 seconds on the game clock, 20 on the shot clock. Cheney in the corner. Back to the top, Placencio. Inside Banks at the left elbow, down to Hain. Hain, college three on the way, knocks it down. Aiden Hain buries it from the right wing, 26-12. Hain up to 5 in the quarter. Shot clock off, essentially. Check that. 2 second difference between shot and game. Pittman, right side, kicks to Fisher. Fisher head fake to the free throw line. Kick out to Green. Green's three on the way. Rattles out of the iron. Ball batted around. Going to be rebounded by Hain on a bounce on the left block. 20 seconds. Placencio has it straight away. Right side, Hain to Banks on the right elbow. Digging down the right side. Banks going to have it blocked away by Pittman as he gets his second block of the contest. Sacedo, left wing. Kick back to Fisher. 4 seconds on the clock. Green from the right wing into the corner. Monroe, his short jumper won't go, and Hain picks it up on the other side. As we head to the half, Mitchell Tigers leading it 26-12 over their rival Morrill Lions here in the Western Trails Conference third place game. We're back with your halftime stats in a couple of minutes.
Conference basketball tournament on KNEB.TV is brought to you by WNCC, Brindle's Restaurant, Travis Hawk Shelter Insurance, Bunkhouse Trailer Sales, and by Aloe.
I would definitely recommend Aloe's business services to other companies. Aloe's next-gen firewalls have allowed us to tie 6 physical locations together along with numerous remote employees to produce and collaborate and generate content for our local radio group. It is very important for Nebraska Rural Radio Association to have the best in internet and phone service. We rely upon that every single day. Aloe provided me with a solution that fit our needs. They have a quality product, great technical support, and a local presence in their community.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
Better sleep and better health can be found at Western Sleep Medicine in Gering. Since 2006, Western Sleep Medicine has offered the lowest cost sleep testing either in their independent sleep laboratory or the privacy of your own home. You have control over your health care and your out-of-pocket cost. All insurance is accepted for a much lower cost than the regional option. If you need a sleep study, ask for Western Sleep Medicine. They've helped thousands of people over the years and want to help you. Western Sleep Medicine. Better sleep, better health.
Tired of feeling stuck? Not sure if you are on the right track? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward with checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Control your financial future with helpful budgeting tools and automatic savings plans. Now is the time to enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
Are you tired of being tired? Sweet Dream Sleep in Gering is ready to help you wake up feeling refreshed. Dr. Brittany Meyer provides consultation for both children and adults to identify sleep disorders such as sleep apnea, insomnia, periodic limb movement, and more. Dr. Meyer and her nurse practitioner manage treatment with follow-ups using in-person office visits and telemedicine to navigate insurance requirements. No referral is necessary. Sweet Dreams Sleep Services. Better sleep, better health.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Trayton Harmon back with you at the half of this WTC third place matchup between the Morrill Lions and the Mitchell Tigers. Let's take a look at your halftime numbers. First for the Mitchell Tigers, Michael Placencio has 9, 5 for Aiden Hain, 4 for Creed Cheney, 2 apiece for Landon Beck, Norman Coley, Xavier Galloway, and Wayman Banks leading the way. Those are your scores for the Mitchell Tigers, leading at 26-12. Here at the half for the Morrill Lions, 7 points for Weiler Fisher, all in that second quarter, the only scorer in the second quarter for the Lions. 3 for Ashwin Pittman, all in the first. Same for Ryder Green, he has 2. As the Lions trailing by 14 here at the halftime break. Coming your way after the conclusion of this one, our first championship matchup of the day between the Longhorns and the Bulldogs. It's the girls contest followed by the boys contest. That approximated to start around 5 p.m. Going to be running a little behind on that one, it appears. Nonetheless, at the half of this boys' third place game at the Western Trails Conference Tournament, the Morrill Lions trailing the Mitchell Tigers 46-12 on KNEB TV. We're back with the second half after this.
Western Trails Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is brought to you by Legacy Co-op, Western Nebraska Regional Airport, Midwest Auto Used Parts, and by Team Auto Center.
How can anybody concentrate with these busy schedules? Now you can. This is Ben Moravec coming to you from Hydrozen, a float therapy business right here in Scottsbluff. I'm here today to let you know we now have memberships for $49 monthly. You can guarantee yourself at least 1 float per month. You know how floating keeps your muscles relaxed, your joints relieved, and your brain clear to think? Now you can float at a reduced rate each month. Inquire today at hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT. Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
Changing leaf colors means yard work. Your friends at Tri-City Stormwater wants to remind you of the proper way to dispose of fallen leaves. Leaves make great mulch for trees and bushes and compost for future gardens. The city also has yard waste bins, so they can dispose of all your leaves at the city compost facility. Always keep your leaves out of the gutters. Not only do they cause clogging and flooding, they can pollute our waterways by causing nutrient overload. So keep your yard looking good and your drinking water safe, because it's our water, our responsibility.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the very best. At Morrill County Community Hospital, they provide top-notch care with compassion and expertise. From routine checkups to advanced surgeries, their dedicated team is here for you 24/7. With state-of-the-art technology and a patient-first approach, they ensure you and your loved ones receive the highest quality care. Because at Morrill County Community Hospital, your health is their priority. Visit Morrill County Community Hospital today in Bridgeport. Morrill County Community Hospital. Exceptional care right here at home.
Are new windows from Renewal by Andersen a great investment? You're darn right they are. Did you know that for less than your cable bill or cell phone bill each month, you could have new windows from Renewal by Andersen right now? Do the math. Renewal by Andersen windows will likely cut your energy bills significantly. They will likely substantially increase the value of your home. They're a great investment. Please contact our team now and ask about our fantastic financing options with approved credit right now. Renewal by Andersen, a great investment? You're darn right.
Trayton Harmon welcoming you back to Cougar Palace for this second half for this Western Trails Conference third place competition between the Morrill Lions and the Mitchell Tigers. 26-12 the advantage for the Tigers as we're just about set for the third quarter of action. Morrill will have it out of the halftime break now, working from left to right, Mitchell from right to left. Seconds tick away. Time for the second half of action here in Scottsbluff. On the floor for the Tigers, Placencio, Cheney, Banks, Thomas, and Galloway. For the Lions, it's Sacedo, Monroe, Fisher, Pittman, and Green. Ashwin Pittman will trigger it in from the near side. Michael Placencio in his face, Ryder Green in the backcourt. Michael Placencio waving his hands in front of Ashwin Pittman. Green has it in the backcourt across the timeline as they both smile. Sacedo back to Green into the corner. Monroe surveys. He'll take it back to the top on a tip to Green. Bounce pass, Fisher at the free throw line. He'll take it himself back out beyond the arc into the corner. Pittman back to Fisher. Fisher trying to dig in, middle of the lane. He'll fade away and it won't fall. Rebounded by Wayman Banks as he pulls Sacedo to the ground. Thomas into the front court quickly for the Tigers. Their first possession of the second half. Dishes across to Thomas, and Thomas lays it in for two to begin the second half. Mitchell lead now 16, 28-12. And Creed Cheney going to pick up the foul after he wraps up Osiris Sacedo. That'll be Cheney's first of the contest. First for Mitchell in this second half. Green will begin this possession. Bounce pass to Fisher at the free throw line. Kicks it back to Sacedo in the corner. Pittman fakes left, now drives right, going to lose the ball, shipped away by Michael Placencio. 28-12, Placencio working quickly. Has the ball shipped away from him now. Sacedo pushes up to Fisher. Fisher crossover move, feeds Pittman. Pittman inside the lane, going to feed with the right hand, and a foul going to be called on the floor. It's going to go against Wayman Banks, or coming down on Ashwin Pittman. Banks picks up his second Mitchell team foul. Weiler Fisher will trigger it in, hoop to his right side. Sacedo. Fisher, cross court. Pittman snags it with one hand, just able to knock it down and get on top of it. Fisher, pump fake, now down underneath the hoop, going to be blocked away by Banks, and Creed Cheney's there to clean it up after the block. 28-12, Mitchell back to offense. Thomas in the corner, step through Cheney now. Cheney will catch and release a three after faking the pass. Now underneath, Thomas is going to be fouled after getting smacked down on from behind by a Morrill defender. See who that was there. That'll be Weiler Fisher picking up the foul. That's his first. Galloway now underneath the hoop. Gets it into Cheney. Cheney catch and release from the left side. Can't knock it down. Batted around. Galloway on the second chance. Puts it back. 30-12. 18-point advantage now for the Tigers. Left side, Monroe. Monroe drives baseline. Kicks it back out to the top. Green right side, Fisher. We'll check that. Pittman now feeds Fisher. Fisher middle of the lane, kicks to Monroe in the short corner. Green middle of the lane. Going to have it knocked out of his hands. It's going to go into the stands. Going back to the Mitchell Tigers. Morrill still looking for their first points of the third quarter, 2 minutes, 58 seconds into it. Placencio surveys Galloway. Galloway back to Placencio, right side Thomas. Thomas in the corner, Cheney. Cheney back over the top, taking away Ryder Green as they try to get it back into play. Ryder Green down the left side. He's going to be called. It's going to be a foul on Michael Placencio. That'll be Michael's first. Mitchell's third as a team in the quarter.
Fouls on number 4, Michael
30-12, 140 for 5:42 to go in the third. Green, the trigger man from the baseline, gets it over the top to Weiler Fisher. Fisher right side, Sacedo in the corner, Monroe. Left side, Fisher. Fisher looks in, back out. Sacedo, catch and release three, can't knock it down. Cheney comes away with the rebound on the left side. Cheney almost loses it, feeds to Placencio. Placencio right side pass, Thomas. Thomas brings it back up closer to the top of the arc. Feeds Placencio to complete the circle. Back to Thomas, fires the three, can't knock it down. Rebounded by Ryder Green, all alone in the lane. Green to the right side. Ashwin Pittman down the right side, picks up his dribble, kicks back to the top. Green. Green almost loses it, keeps it. Fisher, left elbow jumper, can't knock it down. He's fouled from behind by Clayton Thomas, who will pick up his first of the contest. Fourth team foul of the quarter for the Mitchell Tigers. Thomas just his first. Weiler Fisher to the line. First appearance at the charity stripe. 68% free throw shooter coming into the tournament. Knocks down the first. Norman Coley into the contest, takes the place of Wayman Banks. Fisher back for his second. He knocks it down. 30-14, 16-point advantage for the Tigers of Mitchell. Bounce pass on the right side. Now near side, Thomas in the corner. Galloway, catch and release three. Rolls over the iron, poked around. Placencio at the free throw line. He'll pop off a jumper on the reflected rebound. And now ball going to go out of play, last touch by the Tigers. Ryder Green back to Weiler Fisher. Back to Green. Sacedo to Pittman. Back to Sacedo, now Green. Green inside Fisher. Fisher on the right elbow, going to feed down low to Pittman. Pittman turns around and lays it off the glass for two. Ashwin Pittman up to 5, 30-16, 4:20 to go in the third. Placencio has to get by two defenders, almost loses it, maintains it. Feeds into the corner, Cheney. Cheney drives baseline. Cheney has it blocked away. Monroe can't gobble up. Now Galloway has it on the left side, blocked away by Pittman. He'll be called for the foul. Pittman picks up his second. Galloway to the line. Xavier Galloway's on the way. Can't make it off to the right. His first appearance at the line today. Xavier Galloway toes the line once again. Can't convert the second either. Ball batted around. TJ Monroe brings it back into play. Throws it to a Mitchell Tiger and Coley. Top to Thomas. Thomas drives inside. Lays it. Can't get it to roll over the front of the iron. Coley comes down with a rebound. And now a jump ball going to be called.
Jump ball possession will stay with the Tigers.
Xavier Galloway. After the jump ball, Tigers maintain possession. Placencio, three defenders collapse on him. Ball goes between his legs. Ryder Green scoops it up and is going the other way. Flips up the floor to Fisher. Fisher at the left wing. Flips back to Green. Green has the ball stripped away from him at the free throw line. Galloway picks it up and is going the other way. Xavier Galloway working against Pittman, and a foul going to be called on Ashwin Pittman. On the floor, that's going to be his third. Third foul of the quarter for the Lions.
Fouls on number 23. Ashwin Pittman, that's his third.
Galloway from the baseline once again surveys over the top Placencio. Placencio batted away by Ryder Green. Green tiptoes the sideline, feeds to Fisher. Fisher left side Pittman. Pittman on the left wing. Pull up College three. Can't knock it down. Leaves it short on the iron. Cheney pushed up the floor to Galloway. Galloway on the left side with the right hand. Blocked away. Weiler Fisher with vengeance. It's going to stay with Mitchell over, but a clean block for Weiler Fisher. 30-16. TJ Monroe out. Jackson Adkins in. Galloway trying to force it in the lane. Going to be batted away by the Lions. Will stay with the Tigers. Galloway from a little closer to the hoop this time. Surveys once again. Over the top, Placencio. Stolen away. Ryder Green intercepts it. Ryder Green down the right side. Poked away by Placencio. Going to be a foul on Michael, picking up his second. That'll put the Lions in the bonus the rest of the way throughout this quarter for the last 3:09. Ryder Green on the season, 37% from the line coming into the tournament. Green's first. Spit out on the front of the iron. Ryder Green can't believe it. Green back to the line. His second will fall through. Michael Placencio. Across the Cougar for the Tigers. Left side, Landon Beck. Beck to the left wing. Picks up his dribble. Cross court to Cheney. Cheney now feeds in the corner. Galloway. Galloway to the top. Placencio. Left side, Beck. Beck to the right elbow. Bounce pass. Galloway in the corner. Galloway looking for an outlet. Finds Beck in the corner. Back to Galloway trying to dig in against Pittman. Galloway has it stolen away. Going to be a jump ball. Going to go to the Lions. Jordan McCarty will check into the contest for the Mitchell Tigers. He'll take the place of Xavier Galloway. .13 advantage for the Mitchell Tigers. Lions back to offense. Jackson Adkins back to Pittman. Has to corral it. Green into the corner. Sasado. Sasado back to Green. Green. Back to Green. Left side, Atkins. Almost poked away by McCarty. Make that Beck. At the free throw line, Fisher kicks to Pittman. Pittman three on the way. Swirls out of the iron. Rebounded by Coley as he goes to the floor. Jump ball going to be called. Going to go to the Tigers. Far side, Cheney to McCarty, now back to Placencio. Down low, trying to find Beck, batted into the sky. Sasado comes away with it after Fisher tips it. Fisher will do the duties across the timeline. Pittman, right wing, feeds down low to Green. Green back to Pittman, gonna find the hands of Michael Placencio instead. Placencio working against Pittman. Placencio from the left side, can't lay it in. Coley gets the rebound, lays it in on the putback. Norman Coley up to 4, 32-17, the Mitchell advantage. Green feeds Pittman at the right elbow. And now foul going to be called as Pittman was going down the right side. Looks like Norman Coley going to be called for it. Nope, it's going to be Jordan McCarty getting called for the foul, his first. That sends Ashwin Pittman to the line. Leading this team in 5 statistical categories, one of them being 81% from the line coming into the tournament. Puts the first one through. Aiden Hain in for Creed Cheney. Pittman back to the line, knocks down the second, up to 4 in the third. 7 in the contest, 32-17, 1:20 to go in the third. Beck on a pass from across the timeline, wide open down low. Aiden Hain lays it in from the left side with the right hand. Aiden Hain up to 7 in the contest. Pittman thrown right into the hands of Aiden Hain. Beck straight away, feeds into the corner. Placencio, catch and release three on the way. Nothing but nylon for Michael Placencio. Third three of the day, 12 points in the contest. 37-19, 45 seconds remaining in the third. Cross-court pass to Sacedo, back to the top, Green. Green into the right side, Atkins. Atkins looks down low for Pittman. Pittman trying to feed Fisher. He will. He'll be fouled in the middle of the lane by Aiden Hain, who will pick up his first. Weiler Fisher to the line. Weiler's second trip to the line. Knocked down his first two of the contest. Can't knock down the first of this trip. TJ Monroe out of the contest. Jackson Atkins to the bench. Fisher toes the line again. Knocks down the second. 3 for 4 in the contest. Weiler Fisher up to 8 points total. 37-20, 30 seconds to go in the third. About a half-second difference between shot and game clock. Beck steps into a three from right in front of the arc. Knocks it down. Landon Beck's first three of the contest puts him at 5, 40-20, 15 seconds to play. Fisher left wing. Cross-court pass to TJ Monroe. Back to the top. Green. Green catch and release three from straight away. Can't knock it down as it rattles the iron. Pittman's putback won't go. And McCarty comes away with the rebound. 4 seconds on the clock. Placencio down the right side. Going to heave one up. And he'll come to the line for 3 freebies. That'll be Ryder Green's second foul of the contest. Mitchell's fourth as a team. 1.3 seconds remaining on the game clock. Placencio knocks down the first. Placencio back at the line, 41-20, the advantage for the Mitchell Tigers. Second on the way, can't knock it down.
Michael Placencio is at the line for Mitchell.
Placencio toes the line for his third. He fires, can't knock it down as it falls off the front of the iron. Pittman comes down with a rebound, chucks one down the floor, and it'll head to the stands. We head to the fourth quarter with the Mitchell Tigers leading at 41-20 over the Morrill Lions in this Western Trails Conference third place contest.
25 Western Trails Conference basketball tournament on KNEB.TV is brought to you by Morrill County Community Hospital, A. Elliott Law, Papa Murphy's, and by Wesco.
Trey Harmon back with you as we begin the fourth quarter of action. Ball will belong to the Morrill Lions out of the quarter break. (41-20) the advantage for the Mitchell Tigers. Ashwin Pittman comes to the near sideline to trigger it in. Ryder Green in the backcourt for the Lions. Weiler Fisher just across the timeline. Left side, Osiris Sacedo back to Green as they begin this possession. Fisher at the free throw line. Two defenders collapse on him. Sacedo catch and release three from the left side. Can't knock it down. Pittman flies in for the O board. He'll hit the floor hard, and Michael Placencio appears to be called for the foul.
Foul on the rebound.
That will be the case. Placencio picks up his third.
That's his third.
First foul of the fourth quarter for the Tigers. Ryder Green has it, batted away by Landon Beck, who will go coast to coast with the right hand on the right side for the easy two.
Landon Beck for two.
First points of the fourth quarter, 43-20. Mitchell extends their lead. Right side, Fisher. Now Monroe. Cross court to Saucedo. Green back to Fisher. Fisher steps into a mid-range jumper. Can't knock it down. Scuffs the side of the iron. Saucedo tracks down the O board. Fisher drives the middle of the lane. Gets it to go off the glass. Weiler Fisher. Bright spot for the Lions today. He's up to 12 in the contest. McCarty drives baseline from the left side. Can't lay it in. Ball's going to go out of play. Stays with the Tigers. Blocked away by the Lions. Jordan McCarty surveys the floor from the baseline. Over the top, Michael Placencio. Feeds it cutting. Wide open McCarty under the basket. Blocked away by Pittman. Pittman is going to pick up his 4th foul. That'll bring Jordan McCarty to the line. His first appearance in this contest. Check that. Had one back in the second. Went 0 for 2.
Jordan McCarty to the line for Bishop.
McCarty fires his first, and it'll fall through. McCarty second on the way for the sophomore. He knocks down the pair. His first 2 points of the contest makes it 45-22. Fisher, Green, Saucedo. Saucedo back to Green. Saucedo feeds Pittman. Pittman just inside the arc, trying to step through from the right side of the lane. Can't get it to fall. Going to land in the hands of TJ Monroe. Batted away by Beck. Into the hands of Fisher. Fisher just inside the arc. Can't knock down the jumper. Pulled down by Norman Coley. Up the floor, Aiden Hain tracks it down. Hain on the right side will lay it in with the right hand and come to the line for an and one. Senior having himself a nice second half. 4 points in it. 9 in the contest. 47-22, 6:23 to go in the contest. Hain steps to the line for the first time today. Uriel Jimenez into the contest. Jackson Adkins in for Morrill, replacing TJ Monroe. Michael Placencio to the bench. Aiden Hain to the line, fires the first, knocks it through the nylon. He completes the 3-point play, and the Morrill Lions are back to deep offense. Trailing 48-22. Adkins to Green, almost taken away by Jimenez, and a foul going to be called on Uriel Jimenez as he makes his mark in the scorebook. Second team foul for the Tigers. Jimenez is first. Morrill maintains possession. In the corner, Fisher. Fisher, Green on the right wing, fires a 3, can't knock it down, scuffs the side of the iron. Fisher comes away with the long rebound on the right wing. Saucedo left wing, back to Green fakes to Fisher, now he'll drive down the middle of the lane, kicking down to Pittman, trying to find him cutting across the baseline. Will stay with Morrill as it goes out of play, deflected by a Tiger. Weiler Fisher will trigger it in near side. Long pass to Jackson Adkins, who feeds Green. Right side pass. Fisher into the corner. Pittman surveys from that mark. Back at the top, Green almost has that pass taken away. Instead, he'll pop off a mid-range jumper, overshoots everything, but it lands in the hands of Jackson Adkins for the offensive rebound. Fisher to Pittman. Pittman catch and release 3 from straight away, knocks it down for Ashwin Pittman. First 3 of the contest for Ashwin Pittman makes it 48-25. Mitchell leading back on offense. Jimenez to Beck. Beck back to Jimenez. Jimenez thought about a 3 from the right wing. Bounce pass into the corner to McCarty. McCarty will squeeze off a 3, leaves it short. Batted away by Coley into the hands of Hain, and Hain is fouled as he goes up. Another chance at the line for Aiden Hain. That'll be Jackson Adkins picking up the foul. His first of the contest for Morrill. Their second as a team in this quarter. Hain knocks down his first of this trip. Just completed a 3-point play earlier in this quarter at this line. Hain second on the way, knocks it down. 5 points in the quarter for Aiden Hain. He's up to 12. Green tracks the ball down on a deflected pass. Bounce past Fisher, going to be batted away. Jimenez comes away with it. Jimenez pumps the brakes at the left wing, feeds McCarty. McCarty driving inside, going to feed across. Fisher's going to take it away. 50-25, 4:50 to go in the fourth. Saucedo, post up three on the way, knocks it down from the right wing. Osiris Saucedo with a little bit of sauce here in the fourth quarter. 50-28, 4:40 remains in the contest. Mitchell still leads. Beck drives baseline, bounce pass to Coley, middle of the lane, just floats it over the top and gets it to drop. Norman Coley, he's up to 6 in the contest. 52-28, Morrill back to offense, trailing by that margin. Fisher handoff to Green. Green kicks to Saucedo. Saucedo back to Green. Now Adkins. Adkins. Saucedo in the corner, Fisher. Fisher down low to Pittman. Pittman digging in against Coley. Going to squeeze one off, and it'll go off the top of the glass and through the iron. Ashwin Pittman up to 5 in the fourth. That puts him at 12 in the contest. 52-30, 22-point advantage for Mitchell. Back kick out. McCarty fires the three. Rattles off the inside of the iron. McCarty tracks down his own rebound into the corner. Three on the way for Aiden Hain. Can't knock it down. McCarty underneath. Going to be fouled as he goes for the rebound. See where the guilty party is. Weiler Fisher appears to be the one frustrated for the Lions. That'll be the case. Picks up his second. Ryder Green out of the contest. TJ Monroe in. McCarty to Beck, middle of the lane, flips back to Jimenez. Jimenez head fake. Now he's looking for an outlet, feeds McCarty, cutting baseline. He'll lay it in on a reverse layup, and he'll come to the line for an extra. Jordan McCarty, nifty moves under the basket, up to 4 in the quarter. Chance to make it 5 on the three-point play. Jackson Adkins picking up his second for the Lions, 4th for the team. McCarty toes the nail, fires his first, rattles it through, and he completes his first three-point play, I should say. 55-30, Morrill trails by 25 as they're back on offense. Ashwin Pittman from the right side, knocks it down. He'll come to the line for an extra. Pittman now up to 7 in the quarter. 11 in the half, 13, make it 14 in the contest. It's Norman Coley picking up his first foul for the Tigers, team's 3rd. Ball being batted around. Jimenez is going to come away with it. Correction on the scoreboard. Mitchell's in bonus the rest of the way. 3 rattles off the iron. Fisher gets the rebound. Pittman into the front court with 3 minutes remaining. Weiler Fisher catch and release 3, rattles off the iron. Jimenez going to come away with the rebound. Jackson Adkins going to pick up the foul as he gets bumped, as he bumps Jimenez from behind. We're going to the opposite end as Uriel Jimenez is going to be shooting freebies.
Foul on number 13, Jackson Adkins from Morrill.
Jimenez fires, can't knock it down, rattles off the front of the iron. His first appearance at the line today. Jimenez is second, knocks it through for his first points of the contest as he makes the scorebook. 56-32, 24 points in favor of the Morrill Lions. That pass going to be intercepted on the far side. Jordan McCarty jumps the passing lane, lays it in, and he won't be able to. Beck gets the rebound. He goes up. He lays it over the side of the iron to complete it. Landon Beck, 9 points in the contest. 58-32, 26 points. The advantage for Mitchell now. Pittman, ball batted out of his hands. It's going to be a block call. See if it's Norman Coley, who looks the most disappointed of all the Mitchell Tigers. Going to be on the floor. It's going to be, correct, Norman Coley picking up the foul. Mitchell's 4th as a team. End of the contest, it's Justin Keller and Tandon Bentley. On the floor for the Tigers, Michael Billingsley, Tate Hessler. Christopher Klein in there as well. Also checking into the contest is Mason Pitts. Bentley on the right wing. Adkins. Now Sasato's going to have this pass intercepted. Jimenez trying to go coast to coast, and he will be fouled hard as Osiris Sasato runs into the bleachers, flashes a quick thumbs up, and pops to his feet. Osiris Sasato a little gimpy. Might need to pop out of this contest for a second. Osiris Sasato picks up his first, which sends Mitchell into the bonus the rest of the way. Jimenez knocks down the first. He's up to 2. That will not be the case, excuse me. Morrill team foul sitting at 4. Jimenez back to the line, knocks down the second. Up to 3, all from the charity stripe. Jackson Adkins back to TJ Monroe. Monroe right side pass going to be batted away by Jimenez. They come crashing into the table. They'll stay with the Morrill Lions. TJ Monroe will trigger it in. Right near the midpoint of the court. Jackson Adkins has it. Ball loose. Adkins tracks it down. Pushed up to Monroe. Monroe feeds Sasato. Sasato down the left side, kick out into the corner. Justin Keller fires a 3, too strong, can't knock it down. Rebound tracked down by James Billingsley. In the corner, Klein up to the right wing. Billingsley now feeds down. Tate Hessler on the baseline from the right side. Lays it over the side, and the bench goes crazy for Tate Hessler. Tate Hessler's first 2 of the contest, and he gets to come to the line for one more. Osiris Sasato picks up his 3rd foul. Hessler fires, can't knock it down off the back of the cup. Ball batted around, it'll go out of play to the Lions. Osiris Sasato into the front court for the Lions inside of 2 minutes to go in this 4th. Sasato, it's going to be a double dribble as he lost it for a second. (62-32) as it stands. Klein on the right wing. Into the corner, Billingsley. Billingsley on the baseline, he'll pop one off, it won't go. Rebounded by TJ Monroe. Sasato now into the front court. Left side, Jackson Adkins flips it to Sasato. TJ Monroe has it in his hands. Far side, Sasato. Sasato will pop off a 3, knocks it down from the left wing. Osiris Sasato, 2 threes in the 4th, brings his total to 6. 62-35 the score. Billingsley into the front court for the Tigers. Feeds Jimenez in the corner. Jimenez back to Billingsley. Billingsley. And that's going to be a charge going against Michael Billingsley as he knocks Tandon Bentley to the ground. So James Billingsley makes the scorebook with his first foul. That sends us to the bonus. Tandon Bentley coming to the other end for shots. Weston Cannon into the contest replaces Osiris Sasato. Up the floor, not sure who that pass was intended for on the line side of the floor. Nonetheless, Billingsley from the right side can't knock it down. Ball batted around, and Cannon going to come away with the rebound, but steps out of play.
Offline, Tigers ball.
And now checking into the contest for the Morrill Lions, Marcus Graham takes the place of TJ Monroe.
For the Lions, number 22, Marcus Graham.
.41 seconds on the clock. And laying it in on the right side, Tate Hessler, another 2 to his total. That ball going to be a turnover for the Morrill Lions. 64-35. Left side, Jimenez. Cross-court pass to Klein. Klein flips to Billingsley. Billingsley, right wing jumper. Won't knock it down from beyond the arc. Jimenez has it on a bounce, and he's going to be fouled by Cannon. So Weston Cannon picks up his first foul. Both teams in the bonus. Jimenez to the line with 16 seconds remaining.
Foul on number 4 from Morrill, Weston Cannon.
Jimenez has 3 points in the contest, all at the charity stripe, make it 4.
Jimenez at the line.
Jimenez's second knocks it down. He's up to 5 in the contest. Jackson Adkins, 15 seconds on the clock, crosses the timeline. Weston Cannon left. 3 on the way for Weston Cannon. Can't knock it down after hitting a nasty crossover. Jimenez has the rebound and will dribble it out. And the Mitchell Tigers will win this one at 66-35 to take third place in the Western Trails Conference. We step aside when we come back, tally up the stats, get you the post-game numbers right after this on KNEB TV.
Conference Basketball Tournament on KNEB.TV is brought to you by Reds, Lessard Insurance, Dustin White Irrigation, and by B&C Steel.
Flip my burgers and season them, I press them again. It's just really satisfying seeing how beautiful they turn out. Quite honestly, when I'm on the grill, we should really be charging double with the quality and love that I put into them.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
Trent Harmon back with you to wrap things up as the Mitchell Tigers claim third place in the Western Trails Conference with a 66-35 victory over the Morrill Lions. They were paced with 13 points from Michael Placencio, 12 from Aiden Hay, 9 from Landon Beck,
Number 12,
5 from Jordan McCarty, Uriel Jimenez, and 2 and 4 for Landon Beck, and 9 for Landon Beck, 4 for Xavier Galloway, 2 for Clayton Thomas and Wayman Banks and Tate Hessler. For the Morrill Lions, they're led by Weiler Fisher and Ashwin Pittman, 12 each, and 6 from Osiris Sacedo, 3 from Ryder Green round out scoring. We say goodbye to this one as the Mitchell Tigers once again claim third place in the Western Trails Conference. We turn our attention now to our first championship game of the evening. Bridgeport Bulldogs, Kimball Longhorns coming your way next for the Girls WTC Championship on KNEB TV.